Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, we're almost there. We've got full atmosphere, full temperature, and very close on the water. So we are doing fairly decently. In fact, so decently, we're still producing more than we actively need right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and turn off one of these carbonate processors. And yeah, that should save us a little bit of power. It looks like, yeah, that extra production that it was not quite creating what we need. So yeah, we're going to save ourselves a little bit of power and waste rock, which is rather nice. So we'll go ahead and we will do that. Also too, at the end of the other episode, turns out I completely forgot about a couple of these shuttle hubs that need a few more shuttles. So we're going to go ahead and add them on in. Again, if our logistics network is quite so hectic, adding more is probably a good thing. We are, oh my goodness, we're actually out-consuming our production right now. Not by much. Wait a second, no, never mind. I read that wrong. I was reading 240 and 250. That's clearly 340. Either way, we'll leave that be for now. Now, in the last episode, we were trying to figure out why we can't get the metals around to where we wanted. We have plenty of things that we want to do, but it's a very difficult task. So what I plan on doing in this episode is to fix that issue, and we have some more deep metals, underground metals, and whatever have you. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to tap into these today. We're going to see if that will help us and speed up the process just a little bit. So first things first, we're going to need a couple of drone hubs. That's not too crazy. Let's go ahead and add one over here, and we'll need another one just up over there as well. Yeah, there we have it. That should be fun. A little bit of overlap is not bad. Although, yes, we did just put that on the thing. I don't think it's going to be impossible because it requires a deposit. Yeah, that'll be fine. We can still build that there. Those drone hubs do not require maintenance, so that little bit of extra dust will not be an issue. We'll go ahead and we'll put these over there. We'll build another one over here and a final one over there. So these are going to be our highest priority. I think this will help us get that sorted a little bit quicker. And then what we're going to do to help things out, we're going to go ahead and build a couple of shuttle hubs. We're going to go ahead and basically make this an air delivery from here. We're going to go one. Actually, you know what? If we swing this around, we might be able to. Let's see. Can we make a little oh, okay, never mind. I was thinking we might be able to create some fancy shape, but I guess that's not going to be the case. Let's just go ahead and dismantle that. Let's go ahead and build. Let's get rid of this one too, and we'll just start from scratch. We can do better. So we're going to go ahead and shuttle hub. We'll do a second one right beside. We'll do another one the other way around. Yep, that'll be fine. And then if we rotate around... Actually, hang on a second. Could we... There we go. That would work. That might work out rather well. In fact, we can... Wait. There we have it. We can make a nice little circle. There we go. That looks, you know, a little bit different from the others. We'll definitely need to go ahead and make sure that we have a fuel storage. That's not going to be too surprising there. We'll go ahead and pop that there. We'll need at least, let's make it 50 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, let's make it 60 just so we have a little bit of leeway. And then we'll need a few things like large dumping sites, one over here, or one over there. And then we'll also go and add in a universal depot, I think. We'll chuck that here. We'll go ahead and... don't think we need the seeds, we don't need the fuel. We'll need a couple of electronics, a couple of machine parts, and I think that's going to be about it. Yeah, we don't need food, and the rest can be what they are. Alright, that seems good enough to me. We will need polymers to build up over there, but that is fine. Alright, oh, and yeah, we should probably make sure that we have at least 15 of everything. So hopefully, yeah, we will start to work on that. Alright, so the drones are already, sorry, the shuttles are already flying on in, starting to deliver a whole bunch of fuel. That is excellent to see. Hopefully, this will all start working out well. Plenty of metals. Let's make sure that the drone hub is a high priority in both of these. We'll allow the nanites to get started. Yeah, we will need more power over here as well, so I guess we're going to have to tie that into the network. I suppose that's always a thing now, isn't it? It's a good thing that these things don't cost us much, otherwise this would be a very different story. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut through there. We cannot build through a toxic puddle. Okay, well, you know what? I guess that makes a little bit of sense. That's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Let's move you... let's go ahead and move these up a little bit. You know what? Toxic pools won't be created anymore. We're going to go ahead and make sure that they are a relatively high priority. We may even need to send our drone, our little RC commander, to go ahead and fix this. Oh, wait a second. We don't have metals enabled. Okay, you know what? That is entirely my fault. I can't believe that I missed that. Alright, so that's that there. In fact, oh, that's right. I think I also remember... we don't have seeds over here, which is why this little thing is not working. Alright, and I also believe that our machine parts are a little bit short because we have also told them to be a little absent. We'll leave this at 60. Polymers, let's go for, let's say 30, and then seeds. We'll go ahead and keep that at around 60 as well. That should be sufficient. Alright, so that'll be good. That'll mean that everywhere has a little bit better access to what they need. Oh man, I cannot believe that I made such a fundamental error, which is why this thing is taking us so long. Yeah, we'll need some metals as well.
Research complete.
We'll need some electronics. Yeah, alright, man, no wonder this took us so long to get up and running. Alright, so that's all good. I think... do we go ahead and add some metals and electronics as well, and maybe add in a drone hub so we can start feeding? Yeah, let's go ahead and start working on that as well. Now that we've figured it out, we'll go ahead and we'll pop this right about there. Actually, that'll work out perfectly. We can access the forestation buildings for all three of those, which will be very good. Alright, and I think that that's going to be a lot of our troubles done away with. Alright, electronics, machine parts, polymers, all of that, that is good. Let's just wait on the electronics. Yeah, we'll have more than we need. Both of which, once one gets up and running, we can build the other one, which will sort out all of our troubles. Yeah, this is going to be good. So that should be fine. And hopefully... oh, what is this? Is that the last of everything needed? It is. Hey! Alright, well, we have that up and running. We now have drones in the area. That's going to go ahead and give access to everything that we could possibly need. Alright. That is
Resources
so very nice
low.
to see. Let's go. Planted mixed trees and bushes. That's all good. Polymers are incredibly short. We are using a fair few of them, so you know what? As much as our production is amazing, we have money to burn, so there is no point in not spending money. So off you go. We'll go ahead and do that. In fact, can we go ahead and purchase a second? It does look like we can, so we're just going to go ahead and burn through some of our cash. It's there for a reason. That is 400 polymers. Excellent. Alright, so these guys can get up and running. We're going to start being able to introduce these to the grid. Let's add on in power cables. That'll be necessary. Let's go straight from A to B. Actually, we can go... yeah, straight over here. And then we can go down to here. And then from there, we can tie it on in... Oh, wait, can we... Yeah, there we are. We can merge... Ooh. We can merge... into there. There we go. Alright, so that's not too bad. Alright, so all of them will have power. Let's go ahead and start adding in a couple more storages. We want... Yeah, a depot for regular metals. We'll need one of them. That doesn't matter what it is. We'll then need some storage for some rare metals. We'll go and make... You know, we'll just put one by each, I think. That's just going to be the easy way of doing it. And then for concrete as well. Alright, so that's all of that. That'll be fine. We will need a couple of large dumping sites, which we will... Oop.
We have a delivery on the space
One there and one there. That'll be sufficient. I think that'll be well within our drone's radius, so that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and we'll unpack an extra 5 drones, just because I think these guys will be fairly busy. Alright, and here we go. Looks like things are slowly working to our advantage. Alright, you guys, let's march down over here. This should then mean we'll gain access to seeds. Yeah, as soon as that is up and running. So you already have the...
complete.
Oh no, we're short on electronics and metals. Alright, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and bump this up in the hierarchy of things. And you know what? No. Let's go ahead and cancel this construction here. I just saw we've got more rare metals that we can exploit, and so that's what we're going to do. If it helps out some of these economies in the lower areas of the map, I think that's important. So we'll pop that there, and then we can go ahead and add in more productions. We'll go ahead and go... what do we want? We want metals, and we want rare metals as well. Oh, wait a second. That's a refinery. There we go. Alright. Pop those both there. Storage, dumping sites, huzzah, power cables, and presto. Alright, well, that is very nice. So that'll be extras there. Again, we will need to continue our little storages so our shuttles can gain access. Regular metals is our priority. We'll drop one of them, and then we'll also go for another one of rare metals. Whereabouts? There we go. And so that should hopefully mean that all of this will get flown around here. This will build up a nice little bank where we can, send everything from here. Yeah, I think this is going to go really, really well. And, oh, would you look at that? Apparently, right as we get all this done, we have another magnetic field generator coming online. So we're going to go ahead and amplify this, of course. When we do, we can reduce the escaping atmosphere by 0.34%. So yeah, that amplification will be very nice, and hopefully that now means we can cut off another one of our processors. So let's see, 0.68 per sol, that's not bad. We do not need 0.6, actually hang on a second, minus 2.8. Oh, ever so slightly off. Okay, well, you know what we can do? We can at least cease amplification. That'll be fine. 0.4 is an acceptable change. And I think, yeah, that'll be good. So this isn't up and running. We can go ahead and get rid of this large dumping site. That's no longer an issue. We'll go ahead and... we'll go ahead and... keep expanding those tribolectric scrubbers that we clearly missed. But that should hopefully free up some of the drones in this area so we can focus on the mohole. It does look like the stored metals aren't growing too high this time, so yeah, we're slowly getting on top of all of that. We've still got a stack of polymers here that we are slowly sending away. But, you know, that's just going to have to be what it is. And let's see, how are we doing? We have a couple of geologists.
Research complete.
Yeah. We have a few people still being trained up for things, but I think we're doing okay. Machine parts factory, you know what? Oh, whoopsie daisies. We do not need to be quite producing what we're doing. Let's turn that down a notch, and I think we find... Where is our other machine part shop? That's all science. We have our electronics over here. Electronics, oh, wait a second. Our maintenance is now up to 23, plus another 29 from consumption. Oh dear. Yeah, we're actually not out producing our electronics too much at all. Alright then, well that's fine. We'll keep that in mind. At some point we will go ahead and add in another shop. Yeah, right now though it's not the end of the world, so we'll just leave that be. We've got people working in the VR workshops, that's all good. We've got plenty of bio-colonists. We're still trying to go ahead and work on that. Can we... Actually, you know what we needed to do? We need to go ahead and force the issue over here. We went to Quirks, we said we'd prefer them to be here. That is incorrect. We are demanding that all the bio-robots be here. That'll be good. We then go ahead and we will drop off that. Okay, there we go. And we should hopefully get a few more people moving in down here. Alright, that explains that. I can't believe I missed the filter. Oh well, you know, it's not the end of the world though. Alright, so let's check in on some of these buildings. They'll only be running temporarily here and there. So we'll go ahead and make sure that they are up and running all day long. Plenty of power is no big issue. In fact, go ahead and amplify these little drone buddies. They seem to be alright.
Crop failure reported.
Oh, crop failure. Well, how did that happen? Oh, you know what? That's acceptable. That's not really that surprising. We'll go ahead and add some cover crops. We do have a botanist there, and then we'll go ahead and go for some more wheat and... Wait, no. Hang on a second. No, corn and fruit trees. That's what we want. We'll put corn at the end and we'll do fruit trees next. Yep, that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and get this up and running. That way we have a little bit of food production down in this direction so we're not losing out on too much. Yeah, this is all working out fairly well. Yeah, this is going to be fine. Alright, so now that we've got all of this fairly well covered, let's just make sure that we are producing properly. Let's also amplify. I see no reasons not to. Yes, we'll go ahead and need a little bit more power. We're ever so slightly under margin, but realistically, it's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure everywhere we have built our turbines, we have, yeah, added the polymer blade. So all that we need is one more and we'll break even. So that's all good, and especially too, as we go through and turn off these carbonate processes and whatever have us, we're going to be doing more than okay.
No
Alright.
active research.
No active research.
Research complete.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and fix that up. Let's go add, I don't know, a couple of these. Actually, no, let's just cancel that last one and go for one of the longer ones. It's up to 42,000 science, so that'll take a couple of days. But if we do one of those big ones after a whole bunch of small ones, we're not going to hit that situation again. Although I am actually somewhat surprised. I would have thought that with a couple of our buildings no longer running overnight time, that we would have had sufficient energy to... Oh no, it looks like, yeah, we now have excess energy of a nighttime. Yeah, because we're no longer doing a lot of the night shifts. It looks like people are becoming rather happy with the whole situation. And apparently we've got a new special project for melting the polar caps. Okay, that seems yeah, okay, we're clearly getting diminishing returns. We've already done this one multiple times. It seems a little bit peculiar, but you know what, it is what it is. I think what we're going to do is maybe we go ahead and send off another space mirror. I don't like the idea that we have at least 2 magnetic shields up in orbit, and yeah, I think that's not bad. So let's go ahead and do that. Wait a second, no, that's a space mirror, sorry. magnetic shield. There we go. So that's a little bit cheaper, much better. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, resupply later? Okay, well, I guess we'll have to wait for one of our rockets to return. Yeah, the schooner will be back in just over a day, and then I think we'll go ahead and put up another one. And then I think we should be all good over there. Let's also check in on our retirement dome. So far, it looks like everything's working out fairly splendidly. We're seeming to be relatively happy, which is quite nice. Yeah, this is, everyone seems to have access to whatever they need. No one's really too upset. Yeah, maybe not as much gaming and drinking as they want, but realistically, they're all being looked after, and that's the main thing. So we'll leave that there. Alright, we did also want... Yeah, 10 hours of a daytime. Okay, I think we do need to go ahead and continue our expansion of our... what do we call it? Power production. So let's go ahead and add in a whole bunch of turbines. We're going to go ahead and... I think we just go ahead and squeeze in a few of these things around here. One over there. There we go. Make a nice little working line of turbines there. That should do nicely. Actually, that works remarkably kindly. And then we'll go ahead and there we are. We can squeeze them in slightly better if we go that way. And I think that should still count. So we're going to go ahead and pop that. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we'll put that one there. That'll be fine. And then we'll rotate around and fill in the gaps. We'll go ahead and chuck in an extra triboelectric scrubber around here fairly soon. We'll go... Yeah, one over here, one more over there. And that should be about all that we need. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add one more, and that should more or less cover all of our little bit of a expansion there. Yeah, there we go. That'll be fine. That'll all connect, that'll all be all good, and that'll put us in a very good spot for power for the next little while. I think one of the things... Yeah, when we build this capital city, I think we're going to go ahead and chuck in the cloning vat up over here. I think that's cool. We're going to have a capital city where people don't really die. They just sort of exist in their own little spot. So we'll end up going ahead and we'll pick a couple of special people and we will add them in here, and we're not going to accept people. This is just going to be our hoity-toity community. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do.
Research complete.
Alright, but again, we're going to do that once we have a few of our resources sorted out. So let's go ahead and polymer blades. Let's get those up and running. Let's find... Oh, my cursor got disappeared within all of those shuttles. That's all good. Do we go ahead and build up some more? I'm thinking that that's probably not a bad thing. Yeah, can we get... I really hope that we are able to change things for this geyser over there. Oh, but it looks like we have sorted out our little situation down here. So we've got plenty of access to all of this. That's excellent. That's all set to 0. Let's add on in some forestry plants before we forget. So forestation plant. Oh, wait, we already have 2. Well, then that is excellent. Let's make sure that we go ahead and we have the mixed trees, the regular trees, and I guess more mixed trees. And then you, my little friend, let's go... Let's just go with mixed trees. Yeah, you know what? We don't really need to expand upon all of these things. We're just trying to grow things as we can. So that's fine. All of these seem to be up and running. Let's also double check all of these. Let's go ahead and amplify. And then... Here we are. We still get good building performance here. We'll go ahead and amplify this as well. And they should have access to a couple of polymers down over here. So, yeah, they will get those upgrades in time. All of these will empty the rock. Yeah, this is good. This is very good. Okay, and now we have another completed project of capturing ice asteroids. That's really nice. I think What do we need? Is there anything else that we can change around here? Oh, you know what? We probably need a couple of shuttles sent to both. And it looks like we actually have this down over here. So you know what? That's fine. We will slowly be able to get everybody over. We have vacant workspaces, but we're almost out of residential space. So let's go ahead and add on in a few more. We need to make sure that this does continue to grow. So let's add another set of apartments up over the ridge. I think that looks rather cool. And we'll chuck this over there as well. Alright, then we've got these guys. They'll be up and running.
Research complete.
Yep, everyone's working here so far. Looks like a lot of people are joining on in. Let's go and... Yeah, we have an electronics factory. Infirmary's up and running. Security's going well. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Alright, so either way, I think we can go ahead and bring back a couple of our rockets. It looks like our schooner will be back in a couple of hours from its seeding of
Funding received.
the planet. Yep, there's more money yet again, which is just fantastic. But again, you know what? I think at this point we just cancel this. We're not going to need more than 100 billion. That's just a ridiculous sum of money, but realistically, we need to keep our drones up and running and focusing on the important issues. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop in a couple of drones over here. We'll see that there's some more over there. We'll go ahead and do that as well. Let's search out any other little drone hubs that we've missed. They're at low at least, so that's good. Let's see, where else is there trouble? That's got 30 of them. These guys have 18, but they seem fairly busy, so we'll give them another 5. What about you? Yeah, you're not too bad. We'll let that be. You're not too bad either. You're at medium, so let's go ahead and give you another 5. And then you're at low. And then you're at medium. So, you know, we'll give you the remainder of those that are left. Okay, so let's check in on our printers. We're trying to work on a couple more robots, but you know what? Since we did go through all of our drone prefabs, we'll queue up another 10 at either one. Make sure that we have access to all of them. I think they should probably finish building the bio robots first. I think this is sort of a the queue of first in best dressed sort of situation. So we'll leave that for now. Although we could just quickly see. Alright, 10 and 6. Let's just see. Come on, bio-robot or drone? Yep, it is a bio-robot. Okay, cool. So that's fine. That's working as we expected. We've now got plenty of materials. I think we're slowly dealing with the... Yeah, with the sheer volume of materials that are required these days. Yeah, it looks like we've finally got that sorted. Let's just double check down over here too. Rare metals at 100. Electronics at 100. 200 for food. Machine parts is plentiful. Polymers is fine. Yeah, it looks like we're not doing too bad. Yeah, we're doing okay. So I think, yeah, these expansions are doing nicely. Oh yeah, and of course, because we now need to check in. Alright, it does look like we now need to plug in everything. So let's go ahead and tell our RC commander to come up over here. We're going to need to clean this area up. That'll be fine. We'll fix that up, and that way we can finally plug in all that remains. We will preemptively go ahead and connect everything though, just that way we don't have to wait for more than necessary. Straight line there should be fine. Let's go from one to the next. Actually, you know what? That's probably not the best idea, just in case we finish up in one location before the other. So let's just make sure that there is a nice little round connection. Alright, so that'll have all of this sorted. I know we could technically run the power cables the long way around, but I really cannot be bothered doing that. I think that that's just a little, yeah, unnecessary. Oh, and look at this. It looks like our little guy has made it here, so you can finally start to go ahead and clear this area up. I don't think this is going to be too much. We've never really dealt with the toxic pools, but it looks like the drones can make some pretty quick work out of all of this.
Research complete.
So that's pretty good. Alright, hang on a second. I also missed one of these production outlets. Let's go ahead and get the extra rare metals extractor. Looks like we can pop this side by side, so that'll be too far from the drone commander. How on earth have we not got the drone hub up and running yet? Do we not have any electronics? Huh. Well, you know what? That's going to be fun. And what have we got here? Waste rock pile. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Either way, let's go ahead and we'll plug this on in. Let's go up and around. That should give access to everything that we need. Hopefully, with our fellow up and running, we should be able to get this drone hub going. You know, we'll even give it just an extra minute just to see that it does start working as we intended. Alright, so the rare metals extractor, that's up and running. I guess that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and shut down all of these to make sure we're not training people at university for a job that does not exist. And then I think... Oh, no, we've got all of that. Let's amplify. And then we'll go ahead and amplify. Waste rock, waste rock, waste rock up over here. Come on. There we go. We finally got that drone hub up and running. Okay, so that's everything that we need. This is going to start sorting itself out very quickly. Alright, we do need power, of course. I completely forgot about the power aspect for our shuttles. Let's go ahead and plug that in. Alright, that'll be fine. We'll go ahead and add in a couple more creations. Does feel like another Mars quake happened, but again, I don't think that that's going to be much of an issue for us. We seem to be fairly safe. Alright, come on. Let's just quickly... What is it, electronics that we're after? So close and yet so far. Come on, buddy. Alright, well, you know what? While we wait for that, let's just quickly chuck in a couple of storages just to make sure that we have the proper depots and their access. We'll do a regular metals one between those two. We'll do another regular one between these two. And then... Oh, you know what? We have concrete. Let's go ahead and add that in. Not that we really need it, but there's just no point in not going for it at this stage. So we'll go ahead and build all of that. They'll have plenty of fuel. Build up those shuttles, and then of course we need some rare metal storages as well. So let's go ahead, and I think that's about it. Yeah, we are doing well. Oh right, and a concrete one as well, of course. Let us not forget the basics. All right, so that should be that. That's all working out. We've got the drone hubs up and running. 6 drones apiece should be fairly good. We will add another 2 just to make sure that they're not too heavily overloaded. We'll queue up another couple there, and then I think this RC commander is going to go ahead and start making its way down over here. And we will, yeah, I think we'll start foresting the valley in the next one, which I think is going to look very nice. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing very well. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.